Hello, hi, it's Liz here, and I'm back today to do another page, one of the final pages, I think, in the YoYo Journal, which was a collaboration between, I love that giraffe, between myself and Barbie over at Nellie and Ruth Designs. There's plenty of videos, there's a playlist all about this journal and what our idea was, and if you go to Barbie's channel, there's videos there all about it. So I'm going to do this page today, and I want to commemorate the issue of new stamps here in the UK. These are the first stamps with the king's head on the stamp. So it's a whole set of different garden flowers. They're absolutely beautiful. I've only got these 4 for the moment. It was all the post office had when I went to buy some. And but I think there's maybe 10 or 12 different flowers. Yeah, so I'm going to use this one, Sweet Pea. It's gorgeous. When my mum and dad were alive, we had a big garden at the family home, and there was always sweet peas. There was always a trellis with sweet peas in the garden. Anyway, let's put the little stamp safely to the side there, and we'll move the journal out the way, and I'll let you see what my idea was. So I'm going to use this die, so keeping it on a kind of postage theme, kinda loosely. I've got this die. You get a plain rectangle, and you also get this die which is kind of perforated and looks a bit like stamps. In fact, it's called Snail Mail. It's a Sizzix Thinlits Eileen Hull die, and you can see there that they've just used the old book page, so you could do that, or you could keep it plain. I'm going to use different stamps in each little area, so I've got a selection. Let me just put the die over there. I've got a selection of stamps that I've picked out. I'm going to make this into a pocket for that page that I showed you. So I want to stamp various little postally type things. This has just been die cut using that stamp, and it's 49 in market, so it's quite thick scrapbook paper, and there's just a very faint kind of lettering on it and kind of wee smudgy bits of colour. It's really quite in the background, so I'm happy to stamp right on top of that. I'm not going to stamp here because I'm saving that, because by chance that stamp just fits on there exactly, so that's where that's going to go. But we're going to stamp using some of the stamps from Stampers Anonymous, Eccentric, CMS 448, and these little clear ones, I have no idea where they came from. I think they might have been free with a magazine. I've had them a long time, and I think they might have been free. I'm just going to take them off this bit of paper, and then I'm just going to use that to stamp on. Right, I'm going to use my VersaFine black. I thought about another colour. I need the acrylic blocks. Here we are. But I thought the black stood out more for me. I'm terrible for not cleaning things, and then things aren't sticky anymore. I'm a lazy crafter. So we're just going to use this, what looks like a library dates in this long section here. Just about there. Yeah. I know that's not really anything to do with postage, but the fact that it's got kind of dates on it is sort of postagey. We'll say that anyway. And this one I'm going to stamp in this little space here. Original unbroken packages only. And then we're just going to go for this big number 3. I keep wanting to go for the Pritt stick instead of my ink pad. I wouldn't get very far. It could be a sticky mess. About there. Yeah. And we'll put the 4.5 up in this top corner, I think. It looks like I've smudged that, but it's actually in the background. There's little bits of pattern coming through in the background. Right, this long one in the middle, I think, for that long narrow bit. This die, of course, is quite versatile because you don't need to keep it all like I've not torn it apart. But if you tear it apart, it looks like perforated stamps. It's quite cool. I really need to clean this acrylic block because it's getting to the stage where I can't see through. I can't see through to see when I'm stamping because of all the built up glue. Oh dear. Right, and this is just a little postmark that I'm just going to add on to the end of that there. Yeah, it's coming along nicely. Now, what else? I think this one, letter parcel number, and we'll put this along the top here. Let me just see, because I can't quite see with the camera being up above. And then we'll do this one underneath that. Yeah. So I've got a floral because I thought I want to just make sure that I don't have ink on my fingers when I touch my nice stamp. So that's going to go there. And I thought it might be nice to put another little floral in that square there. Maybe just off a little bit. Yeah, and we will colour, add a little bit of colour to that floral with a Zig Real Colour Real Brush, Pale Rose. And I'm just going to not even add any water or anything, and not colour it solidly. I was going to say slowly there, I wish. Don't think I do anything slowly. Just go for it. There. So just a few lines out from the centre. And I think that just picks up the pink quite nicely. Right. So we don't need that anymore. Let's just move all the inky things away. There will be ink everywhere. Right. I've brought this out because I wanted to show you. Did I mention this already? This is one of the quirky things. Well, I don't know if it's quirky, but this apparently is a rule that the monarch's head on the stamp faces the opposite way from the previous monarch. So I brought out this stamp to show you. So there's Queen Elizabeth and she's facing to the left. And there's King Charles and he's facing to the right. Imagine that. That was all news to me. All news to me. Right, let's get this attached. I want to raise it up a little bit. So I'm just going to use some foam squares. Whoops. Just want to make this postage stamp stand out from the crowd. Yeah, I think that works. We'll just take the wee backs off. Sometimes these foam squares, the backs come off really easy, and other times it's like a nightmare getting them off. These ones are coming off not too badly. Right, and we'll just want to get that there as best we can in the centre. Yeah, I'm liking that, So, it's going to go there. Yeah. So we'll get that stuck on, and then while that's taking hold, we will get our little tag organised. So I want to make sure I don't glue that top bit there. This bottle's nearly finished and it just doesn't want to play anymore. It's nearing retirement. Despite keeping it upside down. Right. And I think about there. And hopefully that'll open enough for my tag. Right, so let's just set that aside again. And I have, let me sugar myself in my seat. Okay, so this is 49 in Market. It came with a pack of ephemera, and I have stamped on the back. Wait, and I'll show you. With my old typewriter alphabet stamps. They don't come with numbers, so I've got another number set, even although they're slightly bigger. That's just a wee wooden block. It doesn't have a maker's name. I think actually it came from the supermarket at Christmas in a little Christmassy kiddies gift set. So, first King Charles III postage stamps, issued 23rd of March. And this is a little faux cigarette card with sweet pea, because it's the sweet pea one I've put on the pocket. Because I have, what do I have? Iris, lily and sunflower. Do you know, I think I might put them in my whatnots on Sunday. What do you think? They would make nice whatnots, wouldn't they? Yeah, maybe do that on Sunday. Right, so I've got that. Flower seeds, I've got this. I want to attach that onto that. And maybe use one of these little mini paper clips. I've just gone round the edge with my Versa Magic Pink Petunia, just round the edge a little bit with that. Maybe we'll go round this little card too, just to bring out the pink. I know the pink isn't everyone's cup of tea, but the postage stamp I've used of the sweet pea is pink, and I just thought it would just bring out a little bit of colour matching. Right, I'm not going to stitch round it or anything. I think we'll just leave it like that. Okay, so bringing in the journal, we've got postagey things and a little stamped pink flower, our actual postage stamp, our sweet pea that matches, and a little first King Charles III postage stamps issued 23rd of March. And that can just go in there. And I think that's quite a good, nice reminder of the first stamps that came out with the new King's head on them. What do you think? Quite pleased with them. Quite pleased with that, yeah. It's nice. Complete contrast to the giraffe on the other side. But yeah, happy with that page. Okay, so that's me done. That was a nice, easy, stampy one today. Thanks for joining me, and if you've enjoyed the video, a thumbs up would be great, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.